Welcome to the dark corners of the gaming world. Today, we're diving into the top 10 horror games releasing in 2025. If you're a fan of heart-pounding suspense, spine-tingling atmospheres and games that will keep you up at night, this list is for you. So grab your flashlight and let's venture into the terrifying lineup. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more gaming content. Digested is a short, intense and replayable survival horror game that pits players against a relentless giant snake in a deadly game of cat and mouse. Set on a sprawling island, your primary mission is to evade the serpent while locating navigational points that reveal the location of your extraction pod. Equipped only with a map and a compass, players must navigate the unpredictable terrain with no hand-holding or directional guides, creating a truly nerve-wracking experience. Adding to the challenge, each playthrough offers randomised events and elements including starting locations, navigational points and the position of the extraction pod. Power-ups scattered across the island provide temporary advantages, but players must use them wisely to stay one step ahead of the snake. The game's emphasis on adaptability and quick thinking ensures every session is a fresh, heart-pounding experience. With its first-person perspective and emphasis on environmental exploration, the Digested creates a visual sense of vulnerability, and the ever-present danger of being consumed alive adds a unique and terrifying dimension to the gameplay, making this a standout title for fans of the horror survival. From the original creators of Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2, Reanimal is a gripping co-op horror adventure that follows the journey of a brother and sister navigating a twisted hellish island to rescue their missing friends. The game offers both local and online co-op play, immersing players in a dark world where teamwork is crucial for survival. And the game's setting is hauntingly beautiful but terrifying world filled with fragmented stories waiting to be uncovered. With its shared directed camera that enhances claustrophobia, players must solve puzzles, evade horrifying monsters, and uncover the island's dark secrets. Each area presents unique challenges that test the bond between the siblings as they work to get together to survive. Reanimal emphasizes tension and atmosphere over cheap scares, drawing players into an emotionally charged narrative of hope and resilience. With its stunning visuals, innovative mechanics and unforgettable story, Reanimal promises to be one of the standout horror games of 2025. Post-trauma thrusts players into the mind of a man trapped in a surreal and nightmarish reality. Drawing inspiration from classic survival horror games, the fixed camera perspectives and detailed environments amplify the feeling of unease. Players must solve cryptic puzzles and confront monstrous entities to unravel the mystery of the protagonist's trauma. With its unique blend of old school mechanics and modern graphics, Post-trauma pays homage to the genre's roots while delivering a fresh and terrifying experience. Its focus on atmosphere and the psychological storytelling makes it a standout title for fans of immersive horror. The emotional core of Post-trauma lies in its protagonist's journey of self-discovery. As players uncover fragments of his past, they face haunted revelations that deepen the narrative. This mix of psychological depth and classic horror elements ensures a compelling and terrifying gameplay experience. Psycho Dead immerses players in a brutal post-apocalyptic world overrun by deranged psychopaths. The game challenges players to scavenge for resources, craft makeshift weapons, and make strategic choices to evade relentless enemies. The dynamic AI ensures that adversaries are unpredictable, keeping players constantly on their toes. The game's gritty environments and intense survival mechanics create a harrowing experience. With its emphasis on resource management and stealth, Psycho Dead pushes players to the limits as they navigate a world of chaos. Adding another layer of terror is the psychological manipulation used by enemies to break the player's resolve. This unique mechanic ensures that every encounter feels personal and uneven, elevating Psycho Dead above traditional survival horror. Caroline Walker returns in Tormented Souls 2, the sequel to the acclaimed survival horror game. After the events at Waldberger Hospital, Caroline seeks a normal life with her sister, Anna. However, when Anna succumbs to a mysterious infection, Caroline must face new horrors in eerie, monstrous and other sinister locations. The game retains its classic survival horror mechanics such as resource management and intricate puzzles, while expanding its atmospheric environments. With its haunting narrative and chilling gameplay, Tormented Souls 2 is set to deliver a deeply immersive horror experience. New enemy designs and expanded mechanics promise to keep even veteran players on edge. The developers have also introduced new narrative elements that delve deeper into Caroline's character, adding emotional weight to her harrowing journey. Directive 8020 takes the dark pictures analogy into the depth of space. Set aboard the crash-landed Cassiopeia, players face the psychological and physical challenges of survival on a distant planet. As the crew encounters alien horror, trust and cohesion begin to fray, leading to life or death decisions. Inspired by sci-fi classics like The Thing, the game emphasizes choice-driven gameplay with multiple branching outcomes. Its immersive storytelling and suspenseful atmosphere make Directive 8020 a standout entry in the anthology. The game's unique setting on a desolate alien planet introduces new gameplay mechanics, including environmental hazards and limited resources. These challenges force players to adapt quickly, adding tension and unpredictability to the horror experience. Set in 1980s Texas, Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days offer a fresh take on zombie survival genre. Players lead a group of survivors through a side-scrolling world, scavenging for supplies, crafting defences and building shelters. The 2D art style and tense gameplay create a gripping atmosphere of desperation, and the game's emphasis on stealth, resource management and group dynamic adds layers of complexity to the survival experience. With its unique perspective and engaging mechanics, Our Darkest Days promises to captivate fans of zombie horror. What truly sets this game apart is its focus on emotional storytelling. As players manage relationships within their group, tough decisions will test the morality and the leadership skills, adding depth to the survival horror experience. The long-awaited sequel to the cult classic Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2 immerses players in the dark underbelly of Seattle's vampire society. As a newly turned vampire, players navigate complex political fractions, develop supernatural abilities, and make decisions that shape the story. With its deep role-playing mechanics, branching narrative, and richly detailed world, Bloodlines 2 promises to deliver a thrilling and immersive experience. Fans of the original and newcomers alike will find plenty to sink their teeth into. The game's atmospheric world building and emphasis on choice-driven gameplay ensure high replayability. Whether you're forging alliances or engaging in deadly rivalries, every decision shapes the course of your undead journey. Project C Beyond Order blends intense combat with horrors as players uncover secret Nazi experiments on a remote island during World War II. The game's co-op gameplay allows up to 4 players to team up and face grotesque creatures and dangerous enemies. With its unique setting, a blend of action and horror, Project Z offers a thrilling experience for fans of first-person shooters and survival horror. The game's atmospheric environments and engaging narrative promise to keep players on edge. The inclusion of a robust progression system and customizable characters adds the depth to the gameplay. Whether you're working solo or with a team, Project Z ensures a dynamic and terrifying adventure. Will Follow the Light is a haunting psychological horror game that explores the boundaries of fear and reality. Players embark on a journey through eerie landscapes and disturbing scenarios, guided only by a mysterious light that holds the key to their survival. The game's emphasis on atmosphere and storytelling create a deeply immersive experience. With its chilling visuals and unsettling narrative, Will Follow the Light promises to be a standout title in the psychological horror genre, and the developers have crafted an experience that challenges players to confront their own fears. Each decision, it carries weight, ensuring that Will Follow the Light offers both emotional depth and psychological terror. Kicking off our list is Shiver, a survival horror game that blends environmental terror with a deep emotional story. You play as Hannah, navigating a deadly blizzard to rescue your missing sister. But this isn't just about the cold reality, it itself seems to twist and crack like the ice beneath your feet. In Shiver, the blizzard isn't just a backdrop, it's an active threat. The bone-chilling winds and frostbite-inducing temperatures are as deadly as the ice-covered nightmares that haunt your every step. You'll need to scavenge supplies, build makeshift shelters, and fight to survive in a world where even nature has turned against you. The game's stunning visuals capture the beauty and horror of the frozen landscapes, making you feel every shiver as you trek through snow-covered forests, ice caves, and desolate ruins. The heart of this game lies in its story. As Hannah, you'll unravel the mystery behind your sister's disappearance while confronting your own fears and vulnerabilities. The narrative pulls at your emotions, balancing moments of quiet introspection with sheer, unrelenting terror. With its combination of environmental challenges, horrifying enemies, and a deeply personal tale, Shiver is an experience that will chill you to your core. Coming in at 9 is Ill, a first-person survival horror game that takes body horror to new, gruesome heights. Set in a sinister settlement that has descended into bloodthirsty madness, this game pulls no punches with its dismemberment system and dynamic enemy behaviour. The creatures in Ill aren't your typical monsters, they're nightmarish abominations that seem to defy the laws of nature. Each encounter feels uniquely personal as enemies react dynamically to your attacks. Shoot an arm and the monster will drop its weapon, aim for the legs and you'll slow its movement. But beware, they adapt, learning from your tactics and forcing you to constantly rethink your strategy. Beyond the combat, Ill immerses players in a world of grotesque horror and unsettling mystery. The game's intricate environments are filled with clues about the town's descent into madness, encouraging exploration and rewarding curiosity. You'll craft weapons, manage scarce resources, and face moral dilemmas as you fight to survive. With its advanced mechanics and visuals, Ill redefines what it means to experience terror in a video game. Next up is Dying Light: The Beast, a standalone adventure set in the post-apocalyptic Castle Woods. As Kyle Crane, you've survived brutal experiments and now possess a terrifying beast-like power. This game expands on the parkour mechanics that made the famous series, allowing you to scale cliffs, leap across treetops and navigate abandoned industrial sites with unparalleled agility. But the beast introduces a new twist: your beast-like powers. These abilities let you overpower enemies with feral strength and speed, turning you into a predator in a world full of prey. However, tapping into these powers comes with risk. The more you use them, the harder it becomes to hold on to your humanity. The game's dynamic day-night cycle adds another layer of tension. By day, you'll explore Castle Woods, diverse landscapes from dense forests to decaying villages, helping survivors and uncovering secrets. But when night falls, the real horrors emerge. The zombies become faster, stronger, and more relentless, while a mysterious new creature stalks the woods, hunting anything that moves. Whether you're playing solo or teaming up in co-op mode, Dying Light: The Beast promises an adrenaline-pumping experience like no other. If you're a fan of classic survival horror with a modern twist, then Agni: Village of Calamity will be right up your alley. Playing as Agni, an investigator who defied orders to explore a cursed Indonesian village, you'll uncover dark secrets while facing relentless horrors. The game's fixed camera perspective and cinematic presentation evoke the golden age of survival horror, but Agni is far from dated. The village is a living nightmare, filled with intricate puzzles, hidden paths, and chilling encounters that will test your wits and your nerves. Each corner you turn feels like stepping into the unknown, with danger lurking in every shadow. What sets Agni apart is its psychological depth. As you delve deeper into the mystery, the line between reality and illusion becomes blur. Agni's own fears and traumas manifest in terrifying ways, forcing you to confront not just the horrors of the village, but also the demons within her mind. The game's story is rich with cultural influences, adding layers of intrigue and authentication to the experience. With its blend of classic mechanics and modern storytelling, Agni: The Village of Calamity is a must-play for fans of the genre. At number 6 we have Broken Law: Don't Watch, a psychological horror game set in modern day Tokyo. You play a Shinji, a hikikomora whose isolation takes a sinister turn when an entity called Hakaima begins to haunt him. What makes Don't Watch so unique is its meta-narrative approach. The game blurs the line between player and character, using Shinji's PC as a central gameplay mechanic. As you explore his digital world, you uncover unsettling files, decrypt mysterious messages, and piece together the horrifying truth about Hakamine's origin. But beware, every action you take brings you closer to the entity's grasp. The confined setting of Shinji's apartment adds to the tension, turning mundane objects into sources of fear. Subtle changes in the environment signal Hakaima growing influence, keeping you on the edge throughout the game. With its innovative storytelling, deeply atmospheric design, and chilling themes of isolation and paranoia, Broken Lore Don't Watch is a psychological horror masterpiece. Descending to number 5, we have Beneath, an action horror adventure set in treacherous depths of the ocean. As Noah Quinn, a veteran deep sea diver, you must escape an underwater nightmare while battling sanity-shattering creatures. The ocean has always been a source of mystery and fear, and Beneath taps into those primal anxieties with masterful precision. The game's underwater environment are hauntingly beautiful yet utterly terrifying, with bioluminescent caves and abandoned research stations and vast pitch black abysses that hide unspeakable horrors. Surviving Beneath isn't just about combat. You'll need to manage your oxygen levels, repair your diving suit, and navigate treacherous currents while scavenging for supplies. Making waves at number 4 is Deepest Fear, a sci-fi horror FPS with retro future aesthetics. Dive into the depths as Dr. Danny Carroll, uncovering horrifying truths about the secret project masterminded by your estranged father. Water isn't just a setting in Deepest Fear, it's a living, breathing character. The game's real fluid simulation creates dynamic and unpredictable challenges, with water flowing, flooding, and reshaping environments in real time. Enemies emerge from the water sources, and sudden floods can sweep you into new areas or trap you in impossible situations. The truth is out there, and so is They Are Here, a first-person horror game about alien abductions. It's inspired by Signs and the X-Files. This game puts you in the shoes of journalist Taylor Fox, investigating strange phenomena on a remote farm. The game's atmosphere is its greatest strength, building tension with every flickering light, unexplained sound and shadow that moves just out of sight. As you explore the farm, you'll gather evidence of alien activity, from cryptic recordings to mysterious artifacts. But the closer you get to the truth, the more dangerous the investigation becomes. They Are Here is more than just a series of jump scares. It's a slow descent into paranoia and fear. The game's linear structure keeps the narrative tight, while its richly detailed environments invite players to linger and uncover every secret. If you've ever wondered what it feels like to be caught in the middle of an alien encounter, this is your chance to find out. Next up is Cronus: The New Dawn, a survival horror game with a mind-bending time travel story. Travel between 1980s Poland and post-apocalyptic future, fighting nightmarish creatures and unraveling the mysteries of the change. The game's harvester mechanic is a standout feature, allowing you to extract essences from key characters in the past and bring them into the future as allies. This creates a unique blend of tactical gameplay and narrative depth, as every decision you make in the past has consequences in the future. The world of Cronus is richly detailed, with its retro-futuristic technology and Eastern European aesthetics, creating a sense of authentication and immersion. The enemies you face are as horrifying as they are varied. forcing you to adapt your tactics with each new encounter. With its compelling story and innovative mechanics, Cronus: The New Dawn is a game that will stay with you long after you put down the controller. And finally, we have Below Rusted Gods, an experimental horror game where you control an operator guiding a team of soldiers into an uncharted abyss. What sets Below Rusted Gods apart is its unique perspective. As the operator, you're not directly in the action, but are instead tasked with monitoring the team's progress, providing guidance and managing resources. The deeper they descend, the more unpredictable abyss becomes, with communication breaking down and strange anomalies threatening the mission. The game's blend of strategy, suspense and assistual horror creates an experience unlike anything else. You'll feel the weight of every decision as you try to keep the team alive, knowing that one wrong move could doom them all. With its gameplay and haunting atmosphere, Below Rusted Gods is a fitting choice for what are number 1. And there you have it, our top 10 horror games coming out in 2025. Which one of these terrifying titles are you most excited for? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, if you dare.